It looks like we're live. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to guess we are. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. I am your host. What's my name? Cirsic. And, this is one of them streams that we do once a week. How are we all doing this week? What's going on? You can fucking pause. I'm not having you throw adverts at me. And, it looks like we're all set up for our bullshit. Wait, why isn't this showing? Why aren't you showing the chat? You dick. Oh, tiny chat. Let's make you a bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, how are we this fine day? I am reasonably good myself, although had a number of what do you call it? I've been doing some capitalism recently, and all the stuff because Christmas, and all the stuff I bought for everyone else has come very timely, and it's been brilliant. And all the things that I've recently gotten for myself, because no one else is going to get me a Christmas present, haven't come, and I haven't received any information from the places I've ordered them from, and I'm getting kind of irate about it. So, it is what it is. Oh, she's here. She just went to take care of one of the sicklings because she
can't sleep.
And
then she just went in the bedroom and woke the other one up by stomping around and laughing.
Ugh. Which one was it? Is it glasses?
No,
Other one. Okay. So that's always
thing
fun.
One.
Thing one and thing two. Oh, that's such an obvious. That's like almost cliched by now. Where's is it down there? I've got to do barman work now. I mean, best computer setup ever is when it's basically a bar. So I can work, I can drink, I can play video games. It's quite the battle station ting.
No more concrete.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a title, so that was the one. That was the title that it became.
Okay.
Well, No More Concrete comes from when me and Mrs. Sick first started dating many, many moons ago. I fell asleep and I had a dream, and basically, apparently, I said, "Yeah, I'm so sick." I said my actual name, but I'm so sick. 7-7, no more concrete, or something along those lines.
No, you said, "Oh yeah, I'm sick," and then you went, "No more concrete." 7-7. And it was one of the weirdest fucking things I've ever heard.
But that relationship meme has come full circle because we started playing Satisfactory a few weeks ago, and recently we needed a shitload of concrete. And I was just like, oh, God, no more concrete. And like, oh, yeah, that was the thing that happened fucking over a decade ago. Can't believe how long we've been going out.
Nearly 12 years.
Oof. Many years, many thanks. Right, I need to turn you into... But I hate top chat. What a bullshit way to fucking organise the chat. Unless, of course, we had lots and lots of people come. But thankfully, these are so shit that no one shows up. Well, about 100 of you do.
Your kid's glasses and the other one.
Glasses and the other one. I'm trying.
I usually call them numbers to us. I call them number 1 and number 2 in public.
That's been known. Not meaning that they're like pee and poo. That would be rude. It's just the first one that came out and then the second one. That's about it. No. Just trying to be conscientious of our I've only had one of these. Jesus, anonymity. There we go. That's a hard word.
Yeah, with all the woo kind of crazies, you can't really trust people to be nice.
Yeah, she won't listen to this, so I'm perfectly happy to talk about it. But Mrs. Sick's mother wants to. She's doing a business thing where she makes stuff, and she's like, "Oh, you've got your thing. Oh, I could make stuff for you." And don't get me wrong, she's a lovely lady most of the time. I just think she'd agree to that particular sentiment, but I don't think that she can be. I don't want to say trusted, but I don't think that she'd be able to help herself talking about me and my channel like interchangeably whilst talking about her business, because it's literally going to be a business called Her Name's Things, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm already really uncomfortable with that. And then it's just, yeah, I don't think she'd be able to be as sort of professional as I'd like, which is fine. I'm just not going to use her for business. But, you know, at some point I'll have to actually tell her. There is a real person over the internet. I know, we actually know some real people. It's weird. We know like 7 of them. Totals. There's shop person.
Daniel Pratt's water heater. What?
Who?
That's what. There's a picture of a water heater.
I am so confused. Oh, right. He's called Daniel Pratt's water heater.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Okay. Who is Daniel Pratt? And why does he have a water heater? I want his water heater now. I feel like that would be good. Most people call them person, I think. You don't call them persons. That gives them ideas. That makes them think that they're not just like disposable things that you could just get rid of at any kind.
I love concrete. I'm in the house building business. It's very important and essential one to me.
Are you offended by my no more concrete? My stance on concrete is no more concrete. Too many. There's too many concrete. It's a good rule to... Do you know what? That's such a simple fucking thing, and I didn't even think of it. And yeah, no thanks, don't want to mix family and business. That's probably going to be my... I've thought about it, and I just don't think it's a good idea to mix family and business. Thank you, Internet. You have...
Coming from the fact that we both grew up in pubs.
Oh, God, and we fucking...
No.
We resent that portion of our growing up.
One of our advice to a lot of people is, if you have young children, do not go into a pub.
No, that's your advice. My advice is, if you ever think, oh, I'd love to go into a pub, don't. If at all possible, manage one by yourself that isn't your financial responsibility. And if you do that and you're like, this is fucking awesome and I really like it, then maybe. But learn about how much work it is and how you live in your business and people expect you to be on basically 24/7.
Oh, apparently Daniel Pratt is a flat earther.
Oh.
I can hear you through...
Oh, I thought I paused that. I did. And then it unpaused itself because it's a bitch. Oh well, that's always fun.
Garage dwelling unemployed fundy flat durfer.
Flat derf. That's pretty good. Yeah, there is no love button.
Well,
Gotta press that love button. Oh my god. He sits by his water heater and makes flat earth video. Oh, this is becoming funnier and funnier. I'll have to... I've probably seen him somewhere kicking about. I'm an accountant. For deaths don't do family and business. Creates potential family problems. Yeah, the other one is that you're not supposed to discuss...
Well, one of the major things that I'm not happy with the idea of having my mum's business with yours is my mum's very impulsive and she changes jobs like most people change clothes. And she drops things so easily and just goes, oh, I'm going to put thousands of pounds into this business idea. And then she'll go, fuck it, never mind, let's move on to something else.
Bored now.
Yeah, bored now. And she does the same thing when she moves house. She's never stayed in the same place for like more than 4 years.
Yeah. But she's had almost as many jobs as many years as I've known her.
She's a jack of all Jane of all trades.
Yeah. But the one thing that she did for a long time was pubs. So, I don't know.
That is the longest job she had.
But I would say it's got the most to do in it.
I think it's because she invested so much money in it as well.
Oh, there is that. The Earth isn't flat, it's an equilateral triangle. That is true. I mean, theoretically, if you think about it and not like actually think about it. Hi, Brandon! Or are you called Brandon? Yeah. So I agree.
Once a fortnight? Oh, God.
I don't give thumbs up till the end. What if they
I
put
change
something
my
I find
clothes multiple times a day.
What if I don't give thumbs up till the end? What if they say what if they something what if they something I find stooped and have to retract? Yes.
Uh-oh, angry faces.
Oh, someone's very angry. Concrete is the mainstay of the building industry. Without it, you, me, and the entire world would be fucked. Don't diss concrete, angry face. I'll diss it. I will go up to a lump of concrete and call it a wanker. Yeah, I'll do it. What's he gonna do? Fall on me?
Just go into a city and start flipping the bird at the buildings.
Fuck you, concrete. No, I like concrete. It's nothing to do with actual concrete. Calm down. Really, really want a brownie fudge concrete. What? Is that a sex thing? I know what you like, Susie. Have you seen the Bread Boys? No.
Oh, speaking of bread.
I haven't heard that joke before. Sorry, Brandon. But it has to be done. I mean, I get Sir Suck a lot, so we all have our crosses to bear. To be fair, I did choose my name, but you could change it. Change it to Brandon Bonk, or some other noise.
Brandon Bonk Bonk.
Brandon Bonk Bonk. Turns out he is Bonk Bonk. Save Bonk Bonk. Daniel Pratt attempted to file a DCMA. I can't even fucking letters right now.
DMCA.
Democasa against Team Skeptic until Team Skeptic threatened to take him to court. Well, that's the thing. One of the things about the whole YouTube thing is you do the back and forths, and when you get to a certain point, unless they actually take you to court, they have to fuck off. Now, I can't remember. It's one of the things. I think one of them doesn't work like that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, don't be a little bitch. Like, if someone makes fun of you for saying something stupid, say something less stupid.
Susie Willis, ice cream, you perv.
Oh, of course it is. And I'm the perv, says you. That's not better.
I'm afraid
All right.
of backstories. It all started when ah.
Right, we'll have to come up with a new name for Brandon. Brandon Boing? I don't know why it has to be an alliterated one.
Why does it have to be a noise sound?
Because it's called Brandon Click. I mean, what is it going to be called? Brandon Smith. What kind of name is Smith? It's the name of an asshole.
Apparently,
Unless you're called Smith.
People use Smith as a common name, and apparently it's not that common.
It's probably not as common as it used to be. I imagine that it was ridiculously common at one point. I like Smythe because it makes you sound pretentious. I roaded for a band called Concrete Jello.
That's a pretty good name.
I just think it's really, really, really dry jello. Brandon Clark. I hadn't even thought of that. Or Brandon Clink.
Stonks.
Brandon Stonks. That's a pretty solid name, to be honest.
That is pretty good. That's like a superhero
Right, that's your name now, Bran. I just realised it's Bramdom. Brandom Clonk. Yeah, you're. What is it? I've forgotten what it is now.
Stonks.
Brandon Stonks. That's your official name now. If I forget it.
He does sound like someone who works on Wall Street, to be honest.
He leans out of his window. Stonks. Leans back in. That's it. And then it just gets millions of dollars.
It's a click. It's a clickbait, more like.
I don't clickbait. Not by my definition, anyway. People have accused me of clickbaiting.
That's why I said it.
Well, then you're just being rude. You fucking hack. Was it Citizen X with the concrete curb and the mouth thing?
Oh God, no.
That was American History X, and
God.
good movie. Fucking hell.
See, like, I watch horror movies, and half the time I sit there with a blank face.
Horror movies are just...
But when you showed me that film, and that scarred me, that.
Yeah. Oh, it's a really hard
Yeah,
to
that
watch
is
film.
really hard.
It's excellent, but fuck me. Concrete destroys the Concrete destroys the CO2 footprint of wind turbines. Jesus Christ, my mouth wasn't having that.
It doesn't have a lot of things.
I don't need a new namesake. I live with this all my life, but you don't have to click. You could be stonks. Never expected this much attention. You keep answering with really deadpan responses. Don't worry, I'll forget you exist for half a second, and then you'll have lost my attention. I am quite hyperactive in that regard. Mrs. Six's right arm looks translucent in front of Sir Six Visor, does it not? It's almost like I put it there to show the fact that it does that. Have you seen?
It's because I was blended.
I know. But I was trying to think of
I never said being a perv was a bad thing. Giggle.
Giggle. Yeah. I did that on purpose, just because I was trying to think of a new way to set them up, and I always avoided making the transparent
Am I going to have
stuff.
to make new artwork? Because every time these piss me off, and the apocalypse is pretty much over, sort of.
You could change it for a new apocalypse.
New apocalypse, okay.
We'll have to think of a different type of apocalypse.
I'll do cyberpunk sick then.
Yeah. And that we're all flying on Amazon drones. Curb stomping, one of my favourite pastimes. Oof. Hi, Jolly Mercenary. Horror movies are usually boring, aside from Alien. That isn't boring. Is that it? That's just
you haven't experienced all the genres of horror then, my friend.
There are some very good ones. There are some ones that bother me.
Thai horror. Ooh, that is beautiful. Thai horror is amazing.
There's that one, and I never remember the name of it, but there's just this chick on a bus filled with her mates, and then the top of the bus just gets sliced off.
Oh, the deadly wind one.
Yeah. And you might think, oh, that sounds a bit shit. No, it fucking isn't. It's fucking terrifying. Seeing this, 3-minute long clip, and by the end of it, you're, gripping the fucking side of your chair. Unless you're one of those assholes who, I watched it, it didn't bother me. I'm so fucking special. I was like, fuck you. I thought it was good. What are we drinking tonight? What do you think? Starts with a whip.
Same thing every night, Duck Dog. Oh, it's not Duck Dog. Yeah. Who said that?
I don't know. There we go. David Wasnitza. Wasnitza.
Why am I reading it over there? It's there. I can barely see that one up. I need my glasses.
That's why
Let me get my glasses.
I hear cyberpunk as I type cyberpunk. Yes, we read it. We said it into your mind. The sick apocalypse. I mean, all apocalypses are involved with me. I allow them to happen, basically. Altiori does some good horror movie reviews.
Oh my god.
Well, you can see now that you're wearing your fucking glasses.
I haven't worn my glasses all day. My eyes just thanked me.
Yeah, you need to start wearing your glasses all the time.
I do, but when I have to go out to pick the kids up with the mask on.
I just put my glasses in my pocket, and then when I get home, I take them out and I put them on my face.
Yeah, but then it's pointless taking them out.
No, what if I need to see something?
I know where I'm going.
Well, then
I don't need to read signs.
Put them in front on your keyboard.
See, I've tried putting them over the top of the mask, and that doesn't work. I've tried putting them slightly, really high up my face, and that doesn't work.
Just put them on your keyboard then. That way you can't forget.
And then someone's like, "Oh, just put dish soap on them." Blah blah blah. Yeah, that ruins the anti-scratch thing on it.
Does it?
Yeah, it melts it.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Not that I'd clean my glasses like that.
My dad does, and he pays for the anti-scratch thing on it as well. I'm like, you're just wasting money at this point.
Sir Sick, the fifth horseman of the apocalypse. No, I'm just so fat that I'm all four of them.
Oh, the Mighty One, yes. Asian horror is my favourite genre. I don't know what it is, Maybe it's because it's a different kind of culture thing, but Asian horror is amazing. They do it so well.
Thank you, Milwaukee Joe. I like this content too. Unless you mean my actual content. But whatever.
What, me?
Your content.
Yeah, I am.
No.
I am.
Because you're not content.
I pretend to be content. Does that count?
I just had a vision of her not seeing a bus while crossing the road.
I can see big things. When things are far away, they look a bit blurry.
To be fair, you got hit by a medium-sized van car thing.
Yeah, but I was listening to AC/DC when that happened.
See, AC/DC, always going to get you killed.
Yeah, and it was Highway to Hell.
I'm on a high.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a car buff. Postmodern Jukebox has a Pinky in the Brain cover song with the voice actors involved too.
My
sister, awesome.
My sister likes them.
That sounds very familiar. Sussex wears glasses, another hint on who he is.
Yeah, he needs them as well.
Yeah.
Like, I can walk around and be fine without mine, but he needs his.
I can walk around and be fine. I just prefer...
I like it
You know how you're like, oh my god, that's so much better. Yeah, that's why I wear my glasses. Because I don't sit there and suffer in pain because my vision is all off. Because I'm not a dipshit.
I'm just really bad at seeing far away.
Okay. But this isn't far away.
That is far away.
Okay, if you think that's far away...
Look, that is blurry as shit.
Okay.
If I squint, I can kind of make out what things say, but I can't read it.
A meter is not a long distance. It might be far away from your head.
Like, I can work things out just by context of what it is. I can work things out what things are.
I know, these are words. I get it. But that doesn't mean that you can read them. Concrete Jello played a good show in Milwaukee, Joe. We stayed at the Marks Plaza. Okay. I reject my reality and substitute with your own. Wait a minute. But while we're at it, who doesn't want a high-tech, low-life nowadays? I mean, I do like high-tech. And I do like sort of not having to go places.
I do like the idea of having a robot maid.
I like the idea of having a maid.
You freak out a little bit about the whole robot apocalypse thing.
Do I?
Like, you don't like the idea, like, what was she called? Sophie. The robot who basically got a citizenship. Even though most of the time she's just programmed to say things.
You know I'm usually taking the piss.
Yeah, but...
I have no expectations of robots to be anything other
more like...
than glorified
Detroit,
vacuum cleaners.
Detroit Become Human thing.
Yeah.
That type of level of synthetic type of humans.
That doesn't bother me.
I like the idea of that.
Yeah, I want one as a fuckbot.
Why?
So I can get it to do the washing up and stuff.
Well, fucking it.
No. I just want people to think I got it as a fuckbot. And actually I've just got it to be lazy. I was like, oh, I got a sex bot. No, I'm actually just really fucking lazy. Yeah, people understand that.
And they go, oh yeah, sex bot.
Oh yeah, sex bot. It's like, I haven't worked in years. Ahoy hoy, sorry I'm late.
Sex bots can be hacked to kill you.
I mean, it depends. I wouldn't stick my dick into anything that had full sort of autonomous control over its inside.
This is why I'm nice to our Google Home. And I say please and thank you. And you call her a whore and tell her to shut up.
Shut up! I like it because it is a brilliant, and I say brilliant, alarm clock. And I mean like a timer alarm. For cooking food, oh my god, you haven't got anything better. You don't have to twist a fucking egg timer. You just say... I mean, if any of you listening on your speakers now, you're about to get an annoying thing. But hey, Google, set an alarm for 5 minutes. Enjoy that in 5 minutes. And it's actually a little bit life-changing. But everything else she does is she's really bad at.
The girls ask her questions.
Okay, she does jokes.
And ask her for jokes as well.
The joke thing is kind of fun. But it's just a novelty. Of its utility, literally, asking it for timers is just...
Yeah, but like you can set it up so like your lights turn on when you get home and turn off and things like that.
Yeah, and I did set that all up, and then we had the fire, and then it was such a hassle, and we barely used it as a functionality that I just couldn't be bothered setting it up again.
I like the one like having it in like turning the lamps on in the bedroom.
The biggest issue with
turning lights off when you're in bed.
is that how they work is if you need to reset them, you turn the lights on and off and on and off and on and off. And it's so few on and offs that it takes that if you go in a room and go, oh wait, oh no, oh wait, oh no, and then suddenly the light starts fucking blinking, and it does that for like 20 hours.
I think it's one of these mindset things as well. You got to remind yourself not to turn it on by the switch.
Yeah, you got to cover up the fucking switches, which I found a huge hassle. Just like to be able to power them differently. But then, if you need to suddenly turn the lights off,
tried to get it
you're fucking pulling your phone out.
Didn't we try to get it linked to the TV and that didn't work?
I did get it linked to the TV for a short while, and then it just stopped working, which was nice of it. Yeah, they've got a lot to they've got a long way to go. Probably the biggest issue is the fact that there are the two main competing brands, and so you can never be 100% sure you're going to get one that works particularly well with your thing. There you go. Drank. Stonks.
I like this because I don't even have to ask for one. You just palm me one.
Yeah, you put it in front of me. If you didn't want another one, you'd hide it from me.
Oh.
And then I couldn't pour you another one.
No, I wouldn't.
Otherwise, I'd just be pouring it on the table. Okay, that's what you should do if you don't want another one, dumbass. Oh, I'm drunk. It's all your fault. You kept pouring me drinks. You shouldn't have fucking put it in front of me. Ghost in the Shell scares her sick. Parts of it do, but that's... Well, I mean, the sequel...
The anime is amazing.
The anime is the film is amazing. The sequel is really fucked up.
Fucking dog! Oh my god! I'm not even a dog person, but oh my god! What is about anime dogs? They make me want a dog, and then I'm like, no, they stink.
Yeah. Open 5 menus. Press 2 toggles to turn on a light switch. Yeah. And when you ask her to turn it on, like through a hub, it rarely works. They need to integrate them so that you can just use your switches as normal. That would be ideal.
Yeah.
But they just have to change how light switch works. As instead of being a switch, it's a toggle.
I reckon they're probably going to eventually. They're probably going to do in smart houses.
Yeah, you can probably get
everything's just integrated through an internal sort of Google system, like a Google house.
Yeah, a Gauss. Michael Crichton's Prey, they create nanites to clean your home, but they disintegrate pets and humans as dirt and kill them. Or designate pets and humans as dirt and kill them. Oof, I mean, they are pretty filthy. Fucking humans. I can't wait till it's good enough that you can reliably ask for anything. That's the thing about these worst names. 90% of the things that I expect it to be able to do, I'm sorry, I can't do that yet. And I'm like, all I asked you to do is add 1 + 1, you stupid bastard. I get very, very frustrated with how after, we've had that for like 3 years? 2-3 years easily?
What? The Google Home?
Got to have been at least 2.
Oh god, it was like 5 years. We got that
no,
ages ago.
It's not been 5 years.
Yeah, it is.
No, it hasn't.
We got it when the kids were like 3.
I don't believe that. Steady on. I've just got a smart meter. Yeah, we've got a smart meter and we don't use it. We have a thing. I don't know if we can use an app on it. Haven't actually checked. But I can't be asked. Most of it's the setting up. I just can't be bothered. I like my gadgets. I am a big, big gadget person. You should see my fucking... The unit under our TV has, like, an Xbox 360, a PS4, a PS3, a fucking Wii U, 2 micro consoles, and a bunch of other shit, and a Shield TV, and a big fuck-off PC for VR. You know, I like my gadgets.
Here you go. I'm not good
and I like my tech.
I'm better at German than Danish, but here you go.
Hello, Morten Hundevad.
What the fuck?
It's from Denmark.
Okay. Why did you feel the need to do that?
Because I'm better at speaking German.
Okay.
He said hello from Denmark. I want to say hi in Denmarkish.
Denmarkish. But right, Morton, how you doing, man? Till the AI tries to kill you, I'd like to see it try. I want to see it. Can it please kill me? Jesus Christ. Voice recognition for the lights, then stand outside people's houses and shout lights off. The thing is, even a few years ago, it was pretty good at recognizing my voice. If I asked it who I was, it would tell me that I was sick. And I was like, and then I tried setting it up for you lot, and you've got your weird freak accent, and it couldn't. I'm sorry, I don't think that was English. One day Google Home will reply, so sick. To so sick with, it's too, you tard. I don't know why yeah, whatever. We've heard about your big gadget. I don't actually have one of those yet.
Yeah, you do.
Not one of those.
It's an organic one, though.
Organic? Oh, right. I see where you're going.
Penis jerk.
I thought you meant like a cucumber. I was like, we haven't had a cucumber in ages. They keep disappearing for some reason. Google Nest knows when you're at home, what you view, and records you. And if it gets hacked, one day the burgers will know when you are home too.
All they hear is me just getting up off on the couch.
Not want that shit in my house unless online. Yeah, I mean...
They hear me getting up on the couch and I'm like, ugh!
I'm definitely more into sort of open source, local networked hardware. Like, if I was to have a home sort of, what do you call it? Security system, it would definitely not be one of those ones. I think it was Nest. And you have to pay like a $300 a year subscription for the fucking thing. You've got the hardware, but in order to use it, you have to keep paying for it, and that shit is ridiculous. I am not on board with that kind of shit.
Yeah, and you can watch the stream later if you want.
I mean, it's not allowed. If you leave...
Yeah, you miss out on all the good jokes, though.
You're banned. I mean, it'll be there, and you'll be allowed. But I'm just saying, naughty. No. Do whatever you want. Or a courgette. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, you weirdo. Cucumbers, fine. Courgettes, what are you?
Oh,
pervert?
God, the voice recognition for Scottish people. Yeah.
I assume it depends on the Scottish person, but...
Yeah, like...
any even remotely thick accent.
One of the first ones on the phones that you had.
Videos of people shouting at it in Scots.
Yeah, and...
Hey, you here, bastard!
Even now, though, half the time when I say things to her, she gets them wrong.
The juicero, the 700 quid juicer is the one. It's like the one that is always online. And so if your internet goes out, your juicer stops working, which is fucking ridiculous.
Oh God, there's some things that are just completely fucking pointless. Like my sister, last Christmas actually, she wanted a Bluetooth kettle, so that when they came into the house,
the kettle would turn itself
like
on.
just before they come into the house, they can put the kettle on.
I mean, the thing is,
And
something
I'm
like that is...
Why though? You just come in, tink, done.
Something like that is... I get it. Like, not that, but have it so that you wake up in the morning, your alarms go off, and your morning routine is set to go off at 7. It turns your lights on slowly and does the whole, the sunrise wake-up thing that you're a fan of.
Yeah.
And then, so that wakes you up and you feel a bit fresh. And I feel a bit fresh, like you're going to fuck your partner.
I don't feel fresh in the morning.
No. You wake up and you're woken up reasonably well, and you walk into the kitchen and the kettle's already boiled, and you just pour yourself a cup of tea.
Yeah, people who listen to the stream, they put the subtitles on.
Oh, because it's gibberish.
And half the time
half the time it's you.
What I say in the YouTube doesn't understand me.
Why is sick arm, Andrew? It's not at all. It's her arm.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't know how to draw herself. She has so little confidence in herself.
Bloody blending.
Bloody blending.
This is before I learned that when you blend things and then decide to take the white background away, it makes whatever it is translucent. You need to make sure that you've got a coloured background underneath your blended background.
Well, you got to put undercoat.
I've learned things since this.
Undercoat.
Yeah, undercoat basically. Yeah.
Well, at least you're learning things. I'd be a bit gutted if I bought you these fancy tablets and you're like.
Oh, have you seen my my new picture for my D&D character?
Oh, no, probably not.
This is spoilers for anybody who watches my crap channel. But,
well, then don't, because a lot of people who are here.
No, I know, but I'm showing it to you.
Oh, it would be a spoiler, right?
So yeah, it would be, but that's what he looks like.
Woof.
Underneath the mask.
Okay, but is he still tiny?
Oh yeah, he's 3'7".
Fair enough.
He's tiny.
Because it is a spoiler to say, that he has anything under the mask other than a void, like
True.
me. I don't know why I'm doing this, but today, for scientific reasons, I bought a beaker, and now I'm drinking out of it. And by scientific reasons, I mean stupid reasons. But now that purpose is gone, and so I'm drinking out of it.
Pot?
Huh?
That's a weird word.
Where is it? Doesn't get demonetized because of the algorithm candles.
Algorithm candles.
Algorithm candles. Understood a fucking thing he says. Right.
I wish I understood the fucking thing you said.
I'm assuming cannot, not candles. And talking of AIs.
Oh, 69 watching. Nice.
Ooh, nice. Only 33 likes. Not nice. I don't know why anybody likes them at all. I don't know why anybody shows up. But you won't stop, so I won't stop doing that. Helmet, same thing. Mask, helmet, whatever. A thing that covers my quote-unquote face. You're drinking? Isn't it a school day tomorrow? Oh, fuck it. Oh, just because it's a school day tomorrow doesn't mean I can't get up in the morning. I always feel like shit anyway. Yeah,
doesn't change much.
It's like, even if we go to bed at 10, I won't go to sleep until 2 in the morning That's like an early night for me. So I get 5 hours sleep, and then I'm really knackered during the day, and I wonder why. That's the thing. People who are complete dipshits. This idea that you're lazy if you sleep until 12, even if you actually went to bed at 4 in the morning, and you went to bed at 4 in the morning because you were working until 4 in the morning. Yeah, or you wake up at 12. I always wake up at 7. Yeah, and you get fucking 10 hours sleep because you go to bed at fucking 9, you dick.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
What's that?
My mum, she was really upset because when she had the pub, she was basically working most of the hours.
Mm.
And closing the pub at like 2 in the morning because people hung around even though he was no longer serving.
You kick him out?
Yeah, but she liked having people in.
Nah, that'd be stupid.
Yeah, but she did that, and my mum was really soft with them, and loads of people just stayed in and hung out, and yeah, even though they weren't drinking anymore because they were drunk essentially, yeah. And she got really upset because she wasn't getting enough sleep because she had to get up at 6 in the morning to do all the cleaning and everything like that on top of everything else.
And for starters, she
had to do it by herself.
Mm.
And this was like early days of doing the pub.
Mm.
And she wasn't really savvy about what she was supposed to do. So she just did everything herself. And she was really upset and she was talking to somebody and I came up to her and she looked really sad in her face. And she said, she was sat down on her own. And I thought, I'd cheer her up. And I went, what you sat down for, lazy bum? And she burst out crying. And I didn't know because obviously I didn't know what was going on because she never said anything to me. And she burst out crying. And ever since then, I'm like, yeah, I don't call people lazy because they've probably been up all night working or some shit. And it's like, yeah, treat people with a little bit more respect.
I go to bed at midnight and get up at 6 and feel fine. But everyone you get 6 hours of sleep. Fucking hell, you lucky bastard. I'm lucky if I get 5.
I wish I didn't sleep as much.
No, I'm being a twat. But I need 8, and I never, ever, ever, ever get it. Because even if I were to fall asleep at 9, something would wake me up.
I can survive off of 7, but my body's an asshole and makes me oversleep all the fucking time.
I can survive
in winter,
off of
anyway.
like 2 because I've had to so many goddamn times.
In winter, I just sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep, and it really pisses me off because I just waste the day sleeping.
Running a pub is hard work. It's not that hard work at the moment, but that might be a bit too soon as a joke. But what if you are lazy? Well then.
Then you get kids. Because kids do everything for you.
Not for the first fucking 4 years.
I hate myself doing it though. But like, there'd be something across the room and I might call one of the kids from the other room to come and pick it up for me. Like, yeah, I'm an arsehole.
I mean, you'd have to get some fucking trained 5-year-olds. Not... They were a lot of fucking work on the first 5 years, trust me.
I will admit that I have used my children to pick things up across the room for me. But... I did feel like an asshole for doing it.
There's a joke about remote controls when they were invented, and like the dad said, "Oh, I'll never get a remote control for my TV. Oh, it'll be a cold day in hell before I'm too lazy to get you two to go across to the room and change the channel." For fuck's sake, kids are expensive. But not as expensive as some people make them. Holy shit, some people. If you're buying your kid anything other than...
Well, like, someone that we know, they bought their kid, who is like a 4-year-old, a leather jacket.
That was just the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Which was about £75.
Oh...
And,
They grew out of it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks to grow out of it.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And they did that with a lot of the clothes as well.
Oh.
They bought everything was always expensive.
Like, if you've got literally more money than sense, fucking fill your boots. If you can afford to do it, I don't care. But this person was always fucking complaining about having no money and then doing shit like that. And you just want to slap some sense into them. Drives you mad. What goes clop, clop, bang at an Amish drive-by? Do they have guns? Wouldn't it be clop, clop, whoosh,
would Amish people have guns? Because it's classed as technology.
I don't know. They've got a certain level of technology, and I'm not sure.
I know. There's some Amish people that cheat, and they kind of like use other people's technology. As long as they're not personally using it themselves or own it themselves, they get around loopholes.
It's like the really, really strongly the faithful.
The Jewish loophole.
The Jewish loopholes, and which that sounds really wrong, and I don't like it. But it's these people who are Jewish, and you don't work on the Sabbath. And they have these special fucking washing machines that kind of work automatically. And they're trying to trick God. And I'm just absolutely fucking baffled by the sheer fucking just... How can you believe in God and think that that's fair? It's whatever day that they're not supposed to work on.
Yeah, Saturday.
Okay. And they've got a machine... that means that they can't...
Yeah, they program the machines so that the machines work on the Sabbath so that they don't have to. But it's sort of like, the whole point is you're not supposed to be doing anything.
What up, skeptic?
You're supposed to be having the day that is completely free and you honour God on that day. But then they're still doing shit. It's
because they've got shit to do.
Yeah, but it's just that their computers are doing it for them.
I knew a couple that spent 400 quid at Christmas on their 10-year-old son back in the 80s.
Oh, God.
That's quite a lot. I mean, my parents at one point, my mum had a pretty good job, and so we got some pretty good Christmas presents. You know, but even then, like, you think back, and the PlayStation, like getting a PlayStation at Christmas, actually wasn't that expensive. It is expensive, no doubt, but it's not 400 quid on a 10-year-old. We the way we're looking at things, because our kids are so they like their technological stuff.
Yeah,
they've got a computer.
They're actually quite tech savvy for
Yeah.
how old. Their strongest subject in school is IT.
Yeah, so we just get them stuff related to their computers now, and games and stuff, because PC games can be absolutely cheap as chips. And
I think a lot of it is because they're quite good at drawing as well.
Yeah.
So they're obviously quite take after us and be quite creative.
They love the 3D paint program.
Yeah.
They're way better at it than I am now.
But one of them's shown interest in making games, and the other one is shown interest in being a fashion designer. So it's sort of like,
I'll get that shifted more towards
we're trying to
games design, and then suddenly we've got a little crack team of game designers, and then I can finally start my dream of having a game studio and being Night Fantasy Hideo Kojima. And then make a game about walking, which is surprisingly fun. I have a question. If a train leaves Cardiff at 300 kilometres per hour and another one leaves London at 450 kilometres per hour, when am I going to die? About
2020.
2020, and if not then, some point after.
Yeah.
When the train suddenly stops and you hit the front and become human paste. I mean, are we talking about a train that literally stops on a dime? It's like going at 450 miles, dunk. Because that would be awesome. Uh-oh, what's she seen?
I think I just saw a shooting star.
Did you hear the music? Welcome to Shooting Stars. Welcome, whoever you are. That was a good show, and you can shut the fuck up with that face. So sick. Hey, so sick. Hey, Mrs. Sick. What you all?
Hi.
Hi, Dan. You didn't have to say my name so many times. Fucking hell. Oh, I see what it's done there. But I found Jesus. He was frying fish at my local oh my god, now I want some fish and chips.
Oh god, what a horrible place to... It's so hairy.
What?
Jesus is really hairy. He's got the long hair and the beard going on.
You can have a beard guard and a hair net. That's what they call it, isn't it? Neat.
You're basically like a fat Jesus.
I'm fat night fantasy
Modern Jesus.
Yeah. As in, I do fuck all. and I'm, I expect great things of you, but not to actually do any myself. And eventually I'll die and really bitch and moan and milk it. Wow.
You probably want to Elon's satellite. The son of a bitch is a low.
I don't know what he sends in his satellites. I know someone...
Well, the last time I saw something like floating in the sky, I was like, what the fuck is that? And it ended up being a drone. It scared the crap out of me. I was like, what the fuck is it?
Do you know what? Considering the amount of drones kicking about, I'm surprised the number of alien encounters haven't increased exponentially.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Because if I had a decent drone, I'd probably go fuck with the yokels.
Oh, God, having a frigging meteor in the sky. Someone said...
Oh, wait, do most people now
I saw a fireball last week. American Media Society has a nifty reporting website. Helps triangulate them.
Oh, lets them triangulate it. And then they triangulate your position. And then they come and they get you.
Was it in Russia?
Oh, the one that went across the motorway?
And it went over the sun. And it kind of blotted out the sun for like a split second, and then carried on going. That was scary as shit, that.
Yeah.
That was really close. I'm surprised we haven't blown up, to be honest. The amount...
You have to bear in mind, like, how big everything is.
Yeah, and that's the thing
Like,
as well.
the likelihood of anything hitting us is actually astronomically, surprisingly low. But at the same time, because there's so much of it, it's also
I think as well though, like the fact that the sun has way more fucking gravity than anything else. Everything gets drawn to that.
I assume most things hit the sun if they hit anything. The second coming, and this time Jesus is a troll. I mean,
he's just still like going, "I'm Jesus, lol."
Let's be fair. If Jesus existed and he came back now, who the fuck would believe him? No one. Unless he actually did some of his magic.
Well, there's the whole thing in the Bible as well about false prophets and shit like that. Like, who the fuck, like, and then, there's definitely...
Well, not our prophet.
There's going to be loads of false prophets, but Jesus is definitely coming back. You just basically have to have guesswork about who's who. And, yeah, and it's basically saying, you don't know, we don't know.
Something I was thinking about the other day was, you'll have people say, oh, you use your logic to try and understand the reasoning of God, but God is beyond all that, and he's got magical powers, but he also has jealousy and is a little bitch and does stupid petty crap.
Well, we are made in his image.
I'm sorry, but you can't be both magical, mystical, and fantastical, and an asshole.
Well,
I just don't see it.
Like the whole idea of it, like more being like, there's this all-powerful being, and he's out there and he's paying attention to every fucking thing that's going on. Like I don't know. It doesn't. Why would something that grandeur give a fuck about like us, or give a fuck about lives of ants and shit like that?
We get 50 tons of matter from meteors every day, and it's not enough. I say more. I say the government is not doing enough to get meteor matter. I think Trump has failed us. He hasn't brought down all the meteors to strike down the heathens and the sinners. Oh, that's something I was thinking about. No, I don't like to talk about. I don't like talking about politicky stuff.
I know.
The people who called Obama the Antichrist.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Must be the exact same people who think Trump is literally the second coming. And that's something that only just occurred to me the other day. And
I like this, though.
Oh my god, that makes sense, because they're all fucking idiots.
I like that, though. Like, if they think that Trump is some kind of, like, mega genius, that must mean that they're really fucking stupid.
Oh, you've got to assume. But, yeah. And mostly, one thing that's annoyed... I can't mention it because I've done a thing, but...
You've done a thing?
Yeah. Concrete meteors. I mean, they are pretty concrete. They're definitely there. Pour. Don't spill. That'll do. Zonk. Trump failed. No! I'll wait for someone to get really salty about it. And look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can like Trump. You can think he's absolutely the best president ever. But if you can't admit that he said some of the most stupid things I've ever heard in my goddamn life, then you're fucking fooling yourself.
Like, if you go watch Miles Power video, he goes into it like a tiny bit. Like, people who think that MMS and the fact that Trump
said something really stupid, which is, they've got cleaning products that can kill corona. Why don't we inject that into people? Which is Trump being a fucking moron again. And they went, we've got a cleaning product. It's not cleaning. I mean, it's not a bleach, but it's basically a cleaning product. And we inject it into ourselves. That must be tacit support. No, it was just him saying something stupid. Shut the fuck up. But the best part of that was that people, Trump said that. He literally said that, and they literally went, he supports us. And some people went on Miles' video, oh, you've brought up Trump. I'm quitting. I'm unsubscribing because you're making him look bad, blah, 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 blah. It's like, these are things that literally happened. And if you can't take that, you're a fucking moron. Miles is a genius. I do like Miles.
A lot of jerks are upset with Miles' new vid. Like, you can fuck off then.
If you're fucking stupid.
If you're that fucking petty that a tiny little thing upsets you like that.
Something that wasn't even actually an insult, but you took it as an insult, then he doesn't need you. And
Miles said
you're
something.
leaving.
Miles said something mean about someone that I supported. And
I think it is an issue with sort of the American.
Yeah, I think it's more of an American thing, but
Because over here we fucking hate our politicians.
We
All of them.
We vote for them and we hate them.
Yeah, people vote for. I'm voting for this because these are their. That's the other thing. That's why. That's the fucking ridiculous thing. Trump is so easy to beat. Like, you don't even have to brain it for a split second.
No,
You find a person who has charisma and you fucking run them against him and they will win. They just will. Because if they've got more charisma than Trump and are a little bit... They just have to be a bit smarter than him and also charismatic.
Oh, yeah, the whole
Easy
thing.
peasy.
Trump is having... as the northern term, is having a benefit. And... he's having a massive tantrum about the whole thing about he's like, oh, he's cheating and everyone's like, yeah, you really should concede, and he's like, oh, but no, he's cheated though, and then eventually he conceded, but he's not happy about it, and he's still whinging, and I'm like, fuck me, is this... He comes across as like a frigging spoiled 4-year-old, and it's beyond me why an adult he's acting like that. It's really strange to me. Like, this is the type of behaviour that I expect from my kids, but this is a full-grown adult who's older than me, who's acting like this.
The thing that got me recently was someone asked him a question about, I think it was his evidence for fraud and the election, and he said, don't talk to the president like that. And that kind of sealed the deal on him being a jumped-up little fucking tyrant.
Kanye West for president!
And within 3 years, we'll be able to take over the USA. Would you want to, though? That sounds like a hassle. Anyway, I don't care. It's not something that interests me. I want it to be over. That's my interest in American politics. I don't want America to be over, but I just want the current bullshit to be over and just to have some fucking peace and a timeline that isn't full of stupid fucking takes. It's not gonna happen, is it? Fuck, I'm dreaming. If only we could harness the idiot hatred energy, you could end global warming overnight. That's true. Speaking of MMS, I'm probably going to work on a video related to that tomorrow or something, I reckon. Because that's definitely a subject that needs to be constantly brought back up and pointed out at how fucking ridiculous it is. But on that epic note, we are coming to the hour point, and I want to get a decent night's sleep tonight. So, okay, I want to try and get a decent night's sleep tonight. Oh, pardon me. So, probably going to go and play Road Builder Simulator 2019. A.K.A. Death Stranding, A.K.A. a very, very strangely appropriate game for 2020. That fucking game, you're basically, if you play it like I play it, which is you constantly build roads, you just end up driving back and forth down those roads, delivering stuff to people. If there's a mod to turn your car into an Amazon delivery car, or like, UPS, turn it into a UPS... need to find if there's a brown colour scheme for it. That UPS brown, which isn't the greatest colour to pick. But yeah.
I don't know, is it brown like cardboard?
No, it's like really dark brown. It's just very strong. It's like, no, Amazon lost my parcel and now say I received it simulator. Oof. I've not had that happen. Actually, Amazon are pretty good. If you get something in your hands and you put it in front of you, you could phone them up and say, yeah, it's not here. And they go, oh, but they said they delivered it. And said, I don't fucking see it. Someone must have stolen it. And they'll refund you. Like, don't do that more than once, because they will fucking, they'll probably cancel you. But you could, just because they're so their customer service is actually great. What you should do is basically have the confidence, which is why I buy a lot of stuff from Amazon, is that I can be confident that if there's something wrong with it, I'll either get a replacement or a refund easily without having to even think about it. Anyway, I'll stop shilling for fucking Amazon because I think they're evil, but I can't deny that their customer service is fucking brilliant. But I'm going to call it there now so that we can go do a bed thing because I am fucking knackered. But thank you for coming, and we'll see you in the next couple of videos / next week, etc.